What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube, Instagram, and waiting on Facebook. Boom. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Holistic Freedom Secrets podcast. I am one of your hosts, one of your two hosts, Coach Soul, waiting on my lovely wife, Coach Tensi, to join the fray. And this is episode 26 of the Holistic Freedom Secrets podcast. Very exciting stuff. 26 nears 30, which is just like a cool magic number for podcasts. Once you reach episode 30, you have crossed over into legitimate podcast land. No, I'm just kidding. But very, very exciting. Today is episode 26. It's another B Day. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who are new here, this podcast follows a 5-prong healing system. And we stream on 3 different platforms. That's why my head keeps bouncing around. But we follow a 5-prong healing system. Hello, Vanessa. That consists of the concepts be, cleanse, fuel, move, and shine. Be, cleanse, fuel, move, shine. And they correspond with the days of the week. Today is Monday. Consequently, today is B Day. And for B Day, we talk about your inner environment, your mental, emotional, spiritual environment on the inside, not just your body or something like that. And so what we're going to discuss today for your inner environment is your freedom vision. Your freedom vision is something my wife came up with in our coaching program that allows for our clients and our following and us as individuals as well to explore what our commitment to freedom looks like, right? What we are actually committing to achieving for our internal environment. It's not necessarily only tied to your external environment, although elements of your external environment are definitely what, when you visualize and tap into your freedom vision, what you see most readily. And then what you take from that is the internal environment that comes with it. And you focus more so on developing that internal environment even before the things in the external environment arrive. And, that taps into things like the law of attraction and all of that. So, what you're committed to, what's in your vision for, your freedom. And
what?
Well, it looks like Coach Tensi is joining the fray.
Yes. I thought you were gonna introduce me or something.
I
Good
did.
Day Loves. I'm Coach Tensi. I'm here with our daughter Omi, and we're talking about the freedom vision, and with that, you were talking about the inner environment with the freedom vision. So, just something that I wanted to share. So, back in 2019 was when I came up with the idea that we should, start from a vision that we have when it comes to our holistic freedom and our holistic health journey, and just our lives pursuing freedom in all the areas of life. And so the freedom vision it was something that was inspired by, I was in a coaching program, and it was one by Liz Benny at the time. And she had something that she called the Kapow Life. And it was like a vision that you would write down that would describe what does your life look like when you have come to that state of utter fulfillment, to where you're writing it down. There's nothing that's abridging it, nothing that's like, you know, no limits to it. What could it look like? What would it look like? What does it look like? And this is a vision that was written from the first person. So like
Mm-hmm.
I am, like as though you're presently doing it. So it's written from the present moment, but it's just some time in or some moment, some possibility, potential reality that you are engaging with. So writing it as though it is happening now. And it is something that she encouraged us to write down our vision and of our lives from every angle that we can think of. And she had some prompts of different angles, and I added my own, and I took away some, and and part of it was just to get your imagination activated. And
Mm-hmm.
so the whole thing was like, okay, go to some place that you don't normally go, that feels safe and that feels like you can really explore your imagination, and be with yourself for 30 minutes if you can. But I ended up breaking mine up in chunks. And I know some of us sometimes need to do that. But what happened for me when I wrote it down, like, well, at first it was a little clunky. I felt like I was forcing it or something, but um, it started to really flow. And I started to really notice my inner truths
Mm-hmm.
more. I started to notice, like, what do I value? What could it look like physically? What could it feel like? What feelings, what mental patterns am I carrying along with me? What's in my spiritual practice? Like, what is in my nutrition? What's in the different aspects of my life? What's my circle looking like?
Mm-hmm.
And the more that I came back to writing it out, the more empowered I felt, and the more that I felt like, wow, this really is truly what I want. And I didn't stop until I got to that point of, nope, yep, this is it. This is it. This feels like the energy of the grandest, the fullest expression of what it is that would truly make me feel fulfilled in this life, and also that would allow for me to be in alignment with the truths that I know to be true. So this is not anything where it causes harm to others. It's not in violation of natural law. Like, there's some internal checks that I did to make sure that the things that I was asking for aren't just surface level things, but I continue to ask myself, why is this what I want? And it it lit a fire in me, something to go towards instead of just running around in circles, trying to, not knowing where I was going, not knowing what the destination would even look like. Um, that could be a really disheartening thing to do. So this is what I consider the first step now, and this is something that we put our own spin on,
Mm-hmm.
and we call it the Freedom Vision. Yeah. So.
Absolutely. And as you can see, it's evolved a little bit.
Mm,
And I have been including, the aspects of how you feel and how you feel from day to day in living with the external environment that you're trying to develop. And I just put less emphasis on the things and the material things that you are uh, attempting to bring it to your external environment, because the internal environment is what matters, right? The level of connection that you have, your level of joy that you feel, the level of gratitude that you're able to maintain. These things are more important than the Porsche, the good house, stuff like that, right? So very, very, very powerful story there. Thank you for sharing all of that. Um, let's talk about committing to your freedom vision. The importance of committing to your freedom vision simply lies with the tie to consistency in bringing about which you want, right? Consistency meaning showing up when you're tired, showing up when you feel like giving up, showing up when you've made mistakes, and showing up when it's good and when it's going well, and not becoming lazy and say, "Oh, it's going well, so no, I'm not going to show up today. It's going pretty well. I'll show up tomorrow." But
Mhm.
showing up and consistently sitting with yourself, engaging your imagination with your freedom vision, engaging your emotional imagination with your freedom vision, and committing to doing the actions throughout the day, even if it's just one thing a day, that will get you one step closer, or one half step closer, if you will, to that actual vision that you have for yourself. And again, when you do this exercise with us, with the Food Child as a coaching client, you know exactly what's in your freedom vision. You know everything from top to bottom, left to right, what's in the vision. So doing doing things throughout your day, every day or 5 days a week, one step closer, one half step closer to that actual vision, and you know exactly what's in it. So that's not a very hard thing to. I don't even know where to start. No, you know where to start, because you put the thing that's on the left, that thing on the left, do something for that today. And hi, baby. Hello. You
Yeah.
are in my freedom vision.
Yeah.
um,
I wanted to add on to that.
yeah,
Um,
commitment.
so when it comes to committing, of course, one of the biggest things that comes up is that challenge of I don't even really know what it is. I've never really taken the time to consider this. So what if it changes? What if life's challenges constantly are putting roadblocks so that it feels like such a big mismatch because your vision may be so big. Once it starts to outpour onto a piece of paper and you get to see some of the things, and sometimes that gap can be a little discouraging. But the thing is that in order to maintain an inner environment that's aligned with our vision, we're going to just need to take that first step, take that first step, and even if it's connecting with one person outside of yourself to hold you accountable or to be in the space with you, or whatever it is, um, to talk through some of the aspects of what you're considering with, then utilize that person if they're a trusted friend, or like a safe space to be, that's not gonna just tell you anything because you want to hear it, but they'll also tell you what you need to hear. Um so committing to the vision is vitally important, and like what I was mentioning, I knew that it wasn't complete until it carried the energy of what it is that I was most fulfilled by, that energy. And so some strategies to stay committed um, are basically, think of how you can bite size it. So of course, your vision, it may feel really huge, it may feel really big, but think, okay, in this year, what is a more stepwise goal that I can set for myself for this particular year to get me closer to that?
Right.
Or
What's
in
some
this
miles?
month, yeah,
What's some milestones that I can accomplish in a year that just get me one step closer to it? Not
yeah.
that get me to the final destination, but that get me one step closer.
And then what are some daily routines that can be incorporated to get me closer to this vision? And maybe some may be weekly, some may be daily, but just really looking at, okay, what do I need in my daily life in order to bring me closer?
Yeah.
And in that daily routine observation, you're going to start to notice, thinking through it as though you are the one in your vision. What is the one in your vision doing in a given day? And beginning to carve out those routines according to that will be powerful. And then when it comes to progress tracking, journaling the resistance that comes up as you start to make these shifts in your day, writing down and assessing, hey, I'm coming to the Freedom Five and I'm coming to this goal that now I know what my vision is. Now I've broken it down into a yearly goal. Now that I broke it down into some milestones with this first next natural step, incorporating this incorporating this vision. What are the resistances that I'm noticing and what are the obstacles that I need to overcome now
That I
in
have
order
control
to
of.
that I have control of.
Yeah. Perfect. 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 So your freedom vision, is that what you are committed to uh, bringing about within your life? And that's both external environment as well as internal environment. And you use the fully fleshed out external stuff that you want to, you know, one day have and one day be around to help engage the rest of your imagination, right? That's the visual imagination, to help engage the rest of your imagination as in your emotions and your moods and your mental states. Yes. Uh, to, so that you know what that is like on a day-to-day basis when you uh, are in that space. And then my emphasis is that you start developing that internal environment
Mm,
here and now, from day one.
yes.
And that involves just, committing to showing up and visualizing, as well as emotional visualizing that moment of achievement when you get there.
Yeah.
And
Emotional rehearsal.
yeah, and showing up and doing this work every day, or at least 5 days a week, and showing up even when you're tired, again, showing up even when you've made mistakes, showing up even when um, it's going well, and not quitting. And then, like she said, if there's some trouble with thinking it through, breaking the end goal up into different milestones and different things like that, so that as you start to do the actions throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the half year, throughout the year, you're headed towards realistic goals and not things that are so far in the future or take so much time, energy, and attention that you can't see any progress happening. And when you break it down into smaller steps, you can see progress happening readily. So very, very good talking with you all today for B-Day. Omi wants to say bye. She says bye to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, comment, share this out, and notify yourself for when we're going live next. It definitely helps the algorithm know that you like this content, that you think others should like this content, or would like this content, pardon me, and that you think is worthy of the internet, and other people should see it. Um, Pretty much closing out the episode. Did you want to say anything else?
Yeah. Drop down in the comments if you've ever written down your, like, you might not call it a freedom vision yourself yet, but if you've ever written down anything related to your vision and what that may have done for you, or writing down your goals and how that helps bring clarity or whatever it brings for you, share your story, share your experience in the comments. We would love to engage with you, whether you're watching the replay or you're joining us live. Good day. And we're gonna see you tomorrow for Tuesday, which is cleanse day. And we'll be getting into something kind of cool.
All right. See you then, guys.
Take good care. Peace.